All right, everyone. So it's Thursday morning here on the East Coast in the United States where I live. I know some of you guys are all over the world here, dropping a brand new Dragon Ball Super Broly video discussing the movie coming out in just a couple of months. And this video is going to contain very, very light. Listen to what I'm saying. Very light spoilers for the early part of the movie and how Broly actually awakens and appears. So just letting you know that now. Very light, not anything too crazy, just stuff that many of you guys already somewhat predicted kind of being, legitimized. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time now that light spoilers. As I said in my stream a couple nights ago, if you missed that stream did have more in-depth spoilers in it for the movie. There's a new trailer coming out Friday at New York Comic Con. Right now it's Thursday where I'm at, but Friday at New York Comic Con is going to be a brand new Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer. The story, I said it on Twitter, I said it on the video on YouTube, on the official Facebook Geekdom page. That's coming up on Friday, so we will have full coverage of that here on the channel. Very excited, and we may actually get it earlier than New York Comic Con if Japan drops their version of the trailer first. So just to let you know that there will be both a sub and dub version of this trailer out, and I will break both of them down here on the channel, okay? If you want more detailed spoilers, check out my stream from a couple nights ago. I'll leave a link to it at the end of this video so you can check that out because there's a lot of good information there, and I answered all of your questions. Now, let's get right into this. So first and foremost, we have a teaser here. This is from Govita XV, and I also got the translation privately from Herms. This is essentially a preview of the upcoming Psycho Jump issue, which is going to be all about Broly. So in a few days, this weekend, we're probably going to get a ton of updates about Broly, which is nuts because I'm going to be so busy this weekend. Just to give you a little insight, I'm watching the WWE Super Show. I'm watching the UFC fight with Conor McGregor. I love combat sports, and I'll be doing all kinds of videos on the Broly stuff. So, man, it's going to be nuts. Also, tonight, I am going to go see Venom. So look forward to a review of Venom on my second channel, World of Geekdom. So don't forget to check that out. World of Geekdom tonight, Venom review. Okay. Anyways, back to Dragon Ball. So that's only part of the news update. We've got some big time information about how Broly interacts with the new characters. We're going to get to that here in a moment. We're going to cover this in just a second. I want to real quick cover this. Now, this is from Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. This is brand new. Coming up for Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be some extra cool Halloween content coming up, including alternate avatar costumes, as you can see right here, for a lot of the characters, and I think it looks pretty cool. So that's your update when it comes to FighterZ. Just letting you know, the reason why I'm even covering this is because it's going to be on the same, it's in the same issue of Shonen Jump from Japan that I'm about to cover right now, which is this stuff right here, which is all about Dragon Ball Super Broly. Some very interesting tidbits on Dragon Ball Super Broly. Like I said, as far as Broly's, I guess you can say, awakening, whatever you want to call it. So essentially what we find out here is that Lemo and Chile are the first humans that Broly meets besides his father. So in this movie, the first characters that Broly is going to meet before Goku, before Vegeta, before Frieza are these two characters right here. They are the ones that are responsible for, I suppose, something's going to happen with them. I've covered this in other videos, but now we're getting more confirmation that they are the first ones to meet Broly, and they may be the first ones to be responsible for Broly possibly being awakened on the universe, which is always a bad thing. That's the main takeaway here, text translated by Herms. And what's really interesting when we come down here is that we have information that Berry Blue, who is this character right here, she is Frieza's close aide. Now, this is the same exact term that was used to describe Dodoria and Zarbon. So, presumably, she is, as far as the Frieza planetary clan, the Empire, goes, Frieza's Empire, she's essentially at the same rank that they were, based on what I'm seeing. Also, she appears to be at the same rank that Sorbet was. So, there is that. And basically, according to what it says here, and we did know this already, that she's one of the few people who expresses her opinions to Frieza without worrying about backlash. So she's not afraid of Frieza. She tells him anything. Now, it also says here in this text that drama will be unfolding on planet Vegeta. This is, of course, going to be, let me zoom in for you so you guys can see it, the flashback material that's going on. Now, in my Dragon Ball Super stream, Broly stream that I did a couple nights ago, I did reveal that in the upcoming trailer for Broly, because I've been told it's going to be primarily focused on the past. Bardock, Frieza, Paragus, like the stuff from the past. I'm not guaranteeing that what we're going to see, but I am guaranteeing there will be a focus on the past. And it actually says here, drama unfolds on planet Vegeta, and then they talk about how this building right here, which we talked about again for months, is indeed King Vegeta's palace. So we may see that in trailer 2, don't know for sure, but that is indeed the palace. So we will see something in the movie involving the palace and Planet Vegeta. Here's a look at Planet Vegeta right here. Looks a little bit different than how it looked in the Bardock special. You know, it looked a lot more red and, you know, or purple, whatever, magenta, whatever color that was. I don't know, whatever. It just looks very different. I think it looks great. It looks like Planet Earth. So, you know, that is a very good tidbit that's going on. So now we know for sure, right? Or we don't know for certain, but we know that these are the first 2 characters that Broly meets when he wakes up. Now, it's interesting because last night I had a really good, like, 2-hour conversation with Kaiser Neko from Team 4-Star. We had a really good conversation, and he predicted, this is his prediction, that he thinks that these 2 characters are going to be the ones that awaken Broly. That essentially what he thinks it happens is that and this is, again, not a spoiler, this is his prediction, but I think he's onto something here, that Broly and Paragus at some point wound up on some lost planet somewhere in the ends of the universe, and Frieza's empire is just now discovering the planet, and that's how they run into Paragus and Broly, with the idea being that Paragus and Broly are stranded there because of a ship. Now, I remember distinctly hearing that there's a possibility that Broly may have been on Earth the entire time. We don't know that for certain, but that is something that was talked about, that Broly may have been on Earth. To me, this actually makes more logical sense that Broly is in fact not on Earth, and that, you know, they find him and Paragus, and that's how essentially Frieza is like, wait a minute, there's more Saiyans alive than Kakarot and Vegeta, and I think that might be how Broly becomes a character and joins up with Frieza's army, although probably temporary, because we know that Broly and Frieza are going to fight in the movie. So that is pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching the video. Love you guys. Look forward to that trailer Friday. There's so much stuff I can't tell you yet, but we'll talk about it Friday, and I'm excited. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.